Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of the roads of Planet Mojo. Okay, we'll start here, right behind the house. This is an old logging road that was here when we bought the land, and we call it the Billy Road now. I think I've explained why we call it the Billy Road in another video, but basically we went camping here when we first bought the land, and my brother had his vehicle down there, and it rained like crazy for a couple days, and he couldn't get the vehicle up for a good amount of time. He had to come back here to get it up. So this is the Billy Road, and down there's actually a road that went across the Billy Road and went into there, another logging road, but that road is pretty much grown in right now. This Billy Road goes over and crosses the ravine and goes down on the other side of the ravine and then kind of disappears as well. Those are just old logging roads. I revived this part, cut the trees down, and have been mowing it. But if you don't do that, these old logging roads will eventually disappear. I'm not exactly sure how well some of the roads down at the bottom are doing. We'll go check that out later. But where this used to go into there, we're going to try to revive that probably next year and connect it up with some other roads that we got right here that I'll show you right now. These are our newest roads. This was made last year, this and this over here, and eventually, well, actually both of them will be connected to where I'm mowing the grass right now, and that will be another road. I don't think we're going to gravel this, but we're going to at least take a dozer to it and level it off. I don't need to go around this whole thing, but basically this goes around this field, and we're going to be clearing out a good amount of these junk trees in here. So that road down there is going to go along a ravine down there and then circle up and go back up to the road over there. And this will have grass on it, and it'll be a fire break. We're going to have native grasses over here, native grasses over here, with fire break down the middle and at the edge right there, so we don't burn down the neighbor's property. This time of the year you can see all the stuff that blew into the woods. These two things here are horse related. That's a flycatcher and a water bucket. I have to get down here and clear those out. I don't know what the heck is backing up over here, but it's awful loud. So this road right here is just going to go up to the fence, and that will be a regulation road at the edge of our property going all the way down to a ravine down there. I've shown that in previous videos, and I'm not going to show it again today because it's really hard to get down there. Basically why I'm making this video is because I have to go check all of our roads for downed trees, and we got 3 of them right here. I got to get around and take care of all of those tomorrow, so I'm out scouting today. Let's go get the dogs and we'll head down into Spirit Hollow. This road here is a gravel paved road, and it's about a 1/4 mile long. This is where you see me walking the dogs here and there. We share this road. We have a road share agreement with the other properties that are on this road. Our property goes halfway down the road, about, well, it's about 1/8 of a mile, I believe, right about to where that bend is down there, and then there's 2 other people on the road down there. Come on, ladies, wrong way. I believe you know these guys. Isabel, Suki, and Deja. Suki is my daughter Natalie's dog. She's a miniature Australian Shepherd, and she moved back here with Natalie about a half a year ago. And we've had Deja now for about a year and a half. So I believe she's about 2.5. She's a pure Doberman Pinscher. She's a pure Border Collie, and she is a pure miniature Australian Shepherd. All right, come on, ladies. So we got these roads behind the house here. This used to be a trail that went from the barn, which used to be where the back corner of the wood shop is. We used to have a trail here that went to our bathroom in the woods. Well, it was actually over here once and over here once. We had a little outhouse in the woods. I believe the toilet seat is still here from that. So this is what I'm looking for, these downed trees. I'm gonna have to dice this one up, and tomorrow we're gonna come around and collect all these piles. This one is from spring. Well, I guess most of them would be from spring, but we're gonna be cutting a bunch as well. Yeah, there's the toilet seat. So this trail was here, but it ended right here, and we had our guy doze this stuff. So this is new, but this one's been here for, I believe, 11 years. It starts up at the road up there, goes through the yard, and then down and circles around and goes to the bottom of the hollow. This is our oldest road that we personally made. And then there was a little trail going over this way that we widened into a road. That used to be the round pen right there. That's a big flat platform that we made. I think we did that 8 years ago. We had the guy that owns a quarry come in and bust the side of this hill to make this into a nice flat spot for the horses. And now it's just a nice flat spot. We'll put a building there at some point or something. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do with that. All right, but this is part of the original road. All right, let me get over this. Yeah. In the spring, I cleared 2 trees, basically right where these 2 are, from this road. And that was the last time I've been down here. So I have no idea what's going on. We'll get rid of these. And while I'm at it, I might dice up some of this stuff as well. We'll just take a cut out of it and see if it's good for firewood. Okay, that old road, it's going to be almost impossible to see it. It went right through here somewhere. Yeah, you can see it at times, but I think it went right through here. And then it connects up with the Billy Road. We're going to clear that again. We're going to connect this over to the Billy Road, and then we're going to run along the edge of this ravine up to the far point of the property up that way. Really odd tree. This did it all on its own. It just started bending and went all the way over there. That little tree there has nothing to do with why it's bent. Deer have been pawing at the ground. If I wasn't talking and I didn't have these crazy dogs with me, I would probably see some deer. Every time I go walking through the woods, if you just stop and you're quiet for a good amount of time, the deer will just start walking around again. A look down in the ravine. I've promised to take you guys from the top of the ravine down through the bottom, all the way to the bottom of the hollow, and then back up again. But I just haven't had time last couple years. We'll do that at some point though. You could see all of the trees that I've had to cut out of the way over the years. It's a constant battle. Careful, dogs. Deja, wrong way, come on. Deja, come. She's only been down this road, 2 or 3 times, and we've always gone that way. She doesn't know where we're going. She's never been down this way, either has Sookie. We made this road, we call this the Rock Road. It has breaker rock on it, so you can drive on it in any weather. We made this at the same time that we made the flat spot, the round pen up there. And that was 8 years ago, I believe. 8, maybe 9. We're gonna go that way when we get back up from here. We're gonna go down to the bottom and then up on the side of that next ridge right there. I believe that this is the tree that the guys were talking about. The hunters said that there was a tree across the road. They generally take the gator right to the end of the road right here, but you can't make it down here because it's too slippery at this time of the year. They could do it, but it would tear up the road, and it costs a lot of money to fix a road. Yeah, it is so beautiful down here this time of year. When I get my wood shop up and running, I want to take this tree out right here. That's a cherry tree, but I want to slice up these burls and make something out of them. We have plenty of cherry trees around here. That one is going under the saw. Got one right there that's all burled up too. Yeah, another one there. We own about, well, right up to the top of that ridge right there as well. And then down and then up the ridge over that way. We don't go over there much because it's just hard to do. We have a ravine between us and that side, almost the entire distance of the property. So at some point we would like to make a little bridge way up at the top over to this side and then clear a road, but I don't know. It's low priority right now. Yeah, the last time that we fixed the road, this got all gouged up like that, so this tree is likely either dying or dead. No, it's not dead. It's got some leaves on it, but it's not going to be long for the world. Cherry trees don't live very long. We have a road going up that way that got washed out. We had a huge flood, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it really changed the landscape. It polished all of the stones down in the bottom of the ravine. These were stark white for a couple years. They finally got their moss back on them, but they're nowhere near like they used to be. I'm not sure if you could see it or not, but you could see the rock right there. And when we first bought this property, there was moss like that thick on every one of the rocks. Getting down to the bottom now. This ravine right here winds its way up, and it goes way up to the highway, which is a good distance away. The ravine that we've been walking along is right over here. We'll see it from the other side on our little road over there. This area right here is called Justin Junction, and that tree right there that's broken off, that's where my nephew Justin hunted for many, many years. And the tree just got too unsafe and he had to move his tree stand out of it. And I believe it was later on that year that the tree fell. All right, Justin Junction. So we have the road that we just came down on. There's a big deer run that runs right through here. We have a road that way, a road that way, a road up the hill that way, and a road that way. Let's take a look down this road, see what we got to do to get through here. Be careful. This used to be just a plain road right here. All of this was worn away by that storm. Insane. I don't know if we'll ever fix this. It's really not worth it. The property goes, oh, maybe 300 feet up that way. We'll walk up to the end of it. See, I should take this stuff down regardless, but it's not a priority this fall. But I should get in here and at least cut this stuff and throw it off to the side. Wow, lots of trees across here. It's probably been 2 years since I've been through here. Okay, now you can see this road right here. This road right here used to go up onto the other side, and this is the road that I talked about real early in this video. It used to come around and down through the woods and connected right here. These are all logging roads, so like I said, if you don't maintain them, they just disappear. But you could see where the road used to be. Not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not, but on that little tree right there, there's some hunting tags. My brother-in-law had a stand in a tree that's no longer there. Oh, that was years ago as well. And part of that tree, I believe, is right there. It was a big tree. And that one fell as well. The edge of our property is up there by Izzy. These other dogs are having the time of their life. They didn't know we owned all this fun down here. Ladies, hey, get over here. Good girl. Such a good girl. Yeah, that's my good girl. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not. You probably can. This goes like that, and it used to cross the ravine. This stuff always gets washed out like that, but this road curved and went like that, and you can see it going up through the woods there. This goes all the way back to the highway as well. It's a real long road, and it just has hundreds of trees on it. It's never been maintained, and I'm surprised there's not trees growing up in the middle of it, but I'm sure that'll happen at some point. Okay, I'll meet you back at Justin Junction, and we'll go up one of the other roads. Okay, this is the road that we were just on, and our land ends about 300 feet up that way. and then the land goes up and over that ridge, and we have this cut right here that washed out right over here, and then this road follows that cut up to a barbed wire fence, which is the edge of our property. I don't think we're going to go down this road. It's about maybe 200 feet long, maybe a little bit longer than that, and we've never used it for anything. My nephew had a deer stand down at the end of it for a short while, but we've never even cleared it, so I think we'll leave that one alone and we'll go up this one. We have a tag right there. That's a distance tag from the bow hunters. This was a logging road as well, and I've kept this clear for the most part for years. And when we had the dozer down here doing the other road work, we had him go up here, and then he cleared around a tree at the end of the property up here. A little bit of stuff across the road, but you can see where stuff has been cleared out. Deer run running right through there, and a tag. That's the road we were just talking about right there. It goes right back into there, and then this one ends right up here somewhere. Yeah, that big tree right there. The road goes around that tree, but I think that's kind of eroding now. It used to be a nice loop right here, but everything's kind of sinking in, washing away.